Hey, this is Morgan from Cycle 9, and I just had an interesting little run-in. I was riding my bike. That's my bike right there, my Carga bike, big dummy. So I was riding my bike, and I was hanging out behind this guy, trying to go slow and just like not pass him too quickly because, you know, I do have this electric assist here on the bike, so I can manage to go pretty fast when I want to with that. And so I was hanging out, trying to be calm, but you know, I was in a big hurry because I was late for dinner. And so, you know, eventually, I mean, the guy didn't give me a room to pass, and so ultimately I saw a big opening on the right side of the road when he was moving out to the left side of the road, so I passed him on the right. And the guy clearly sped up. As soon as I did that, he sped up and he's like chasing me down. And so I'm in a hurry anyway, so I just kept going and going pretty fast. And then I did a right turn through a red light, but it was all clear. And you know, I wouldn't advocate that people do that. I think you should stop, but at the same time, it's kind of a pain in the rear when you're, you know, stopping and you know, making a right turn. There's actually, I heard that Idaho, the state of Idaho, made a law that you can actually do a rolling right turn on a bike now, which is awesome. So anyway, I get to where I'm going, and this guy rides up and he's like, "You broke every law in the book, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, you know, look, let's talk about this. Normally I react pretty uncalmly to that kind of situation, and I might, you know, say some pretty hot-headed things, but I've been trying to be calm these days. And so, you know, I was calm. I reacted calmly and said, "Hey man, let's just talk about this. Let's, you know," because I wanted to explain that I had waited for a long time to pass him, and I saw a good window of opportunity, you know, so that he didn't go away. But instead, he's just like, "No, you're the worst cyclist I've ever seen," and he rides off. And you know, it's like, come on, dudes, calm down. I mean, really, I think the problem is that the real problem was that a woman was passing him on a bike. Now, look, you know, even if I didn't have an electric assist, I would have passed this guy. I'm a fast cyclist. I bike every day of the year, or close to every day of the year. And I pedal, and I like to go fast. And I'm faster than most guys on a bike. I'm not faster than racers. You know, there are some racers out there who can toast me, totally. But compared to the average guy on a bike, I'm gonna blow him away, with or without an electric assist. I'm sorry, dudes, deal with it. You know, so don't come up and lecture me and yell at me just because you think that, oh, you know, this person passed me and she's breaking laws, oh my God. I see cyclists do egregious things all the time. That's not an excuse. You know, we should all follow the law. And, you know, so it's not good that I did run through that red light, but I didn't break every law in the book. And it's just kind of hyperbole for somebody to have like a deflated ego because a woman passes him and then come up and yell at me. So chill out, you know, be kind to your fellow cyclists. We all need to bike more. I mean, I think that's the real bottom line. We need to encourage biking more. And if cyclists are yelling at each other for this kind of stuff, then it just doesn't make it pleasant. It doesn't make it happy. It doesn't make it fun. It just makes it like road rage, road aggression, the same stuff that happens in cars all the time. And who wants that? You know, there's enough of that in the world. Let's chill out. Come on, dude, whoever you are, chill out and calm down. And if you got a problem, let's talk about it, okay? And I'm happy to accept feedback if you really think I did something wrong. But first, before you lecture at me, why don't you listen to my side of the story, that I was trying to be nice to you and I hung out behind you for a long time before I actually made the pass. Anyway, so I'm going to get off my soapbox. Be kind to your fellow cyclists and be kind to drivers. Even if they do stupid things, sometimes they're in a hurry, they're distracted. Again, it's not an excuse, but you know, there's no reason to spread that negativity. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't help anybody. So anyway, this is Morgan signing off. I just had to say that. I hope you have a great day and get out and ride and be kind.